Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to reviewing on the Pokemon franchise. And this one I'm going to review is another one I would say is another one of, well, out of all the direct-to-video sequels, of course my top three films are still the first three films, but among the direct-to-video sequels, I'm reviewing what is one of my favorite ones. And this one I could definitely say I like definitely a lot better than the previous two ones, more than Jirachi and more than Deoxys. This one I really do enjoy. It's also one of my favorite Pokemons as well. And this one I'm getting to is Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Released in Japan 2005, but released on DVD in the year 2006. And this one, yeah, this one it's one of my favorite direct-to-video sequels. Essentially, it started one of my favorite Pokemon, Lucario. It is one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon. So yeah, because I like Lucario. It's such a great Pokemon. And this one is also this is a 2-disc collector's edition, and it comes with this one right here, the film, and also if you open it up, it comes with another one right here, Pokemon. The mastermind of Mirage Pokemon, and it was released. This one was released on the for the 10th anniversary special. Yeah, the celebrating the first 10 years of Pokemon, and I think this one's like an hour special. So I think I'll do review after this one. So I'll sure do a review after I review this one. But this one, Lucario, the Secret of Mew, the Mystery of Mew. I really do enjoy this one, and yeah, this is one of my favorite direct video sequels, and I got enjoy it like all the previous ones. And this one got a much more higher reception than all the previous two ones. Like, it was with each of the direct-to-video sequels, the reception keeps going higher and higher. This one has an 80% of Rotten Tomatoes. This was an even much more higher rating on IMDb, 7.1, which is very high for this one. So, like, as each direct-to-video sequel, the reception keeps going higher and higher. So, this one's now up to 80% of Rotten Tomatoes, and I can see why. 7.1 on IMDb. And this one was also one of the 4 nominations for the American Anime Awards for Best Animated Feature, but it lost to Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. To be honest, I've never watched any Final Fantasies. I was never interested in Final Fantasy, so. But yeah, but I really do enjoy this one. It's definitely one of my favorites, and one of my favorite Pokemon, Lucario. So in this one, I think also it's much more longer than the previous one. I think this one's like one of the longest ones. Yeah, it's like for like about 100 or 101 minutes. So it's like definitely much more longer. It felt much more longer than the previous film. So, but in this story, it's once again Ash is once again in the Hoenn region, and with still traveling with May and Max and Brock. And in this story, it tells a story from the past. That there's like the narrator said before the creation of Pokeballs, there was a legendary hero with Lucario with his master Sir Aaron, and they have the power with each other of the aura. And Lucario sensed that there's two armies gonna fight with each other, with Knights and Pokemon. Like one side of a Pokemon army is like wearing green armor, and the other one is like wearing the orange armor. Like right here at the bottom, one's wearing orange armor, and one's like wearing the green armor. So Lucario senses that, and and it tells them, oof, sorry, Sir Aaron, and that they're going to be attacked, but he gets attacked by some Houndoom, and he gets like blinded by one of their attacks, but he can still see through his power of the aura, and he tells Sir Aaron, but Sir Aaron seals him. He seals him with his staff, and he seals Lucario in his staff, and the queen of the Cameron Castle, named Lady Wren, said that she wants to stay. She'll stay, and I guess stay and dies with their people, I guess. And then there's a Pidgeot that he wrote, that Sir Aaron Rowan comes back with the staff that Lucario is sealed in. But it shows that the Queen knows that Aaron went to the tree at the beginning, which is like, it looks like a tree, but it's like rock, and it starts glowing. He knows that she knows that he sacrificed himself and brought peace to everyone. The war stopped, and now he knows that he's now a hero. And now it's years later, and Ash and the gang, they've arrived at the palace or castle. To celebrate the legacy of Sir Aaron. And then they get like in these costumes, like here, Ash like dresses like, of course, like Sir Aaron, and that was kind of funny where they put Pikachu in a little outfit there. And then there's like a battle contest, and Ash is in it, of course. And you got the theme playing for during one of the shows, one of the seasons is Advanced Battle. Has the theme that was playing for that season. It's like, oh, I'm unbeatable, Pokemon, Advanced Battle. Oh, I'm undefeatable. Yeah, that song is playing, which I like. I like that song. That's another good Pokemon theme. And it was nice to hear when Ash is battling throughout the whole contest and beats this one Pokemon named Kid, who has a Weavile, the evolved form of Sneasel. So for the win, since Ash is the winner, he gets to hold the staff, Sir Aaron's staff, and Ash hears a voice because Lucario's in the side of the staff, and he sees what he thinks Ash is Sir Aaron. He says, "Why did you betray me?" And Ash's like, "Huh? What?" So, and then he gets to sit there throughout this whole thing. He doesn't get to do anything. He gets to sit there for the whole thing. But he lets out all the Pokemon, and so does May. And also throughout the whole beginning, you see Mew transform into a Pokemon. And like when he transforms to Apom, and leads Pikachu and all the other Pokemon upstairs. And Meowth is there, Team Rocket is there, and Meowth sees him, follows. But he sees the woman Kid talking to a guy named Banks, which really enough but she's here to get look at Mew because she wants to like track Mew, and she says that she wants to like track it, I guess capture it. But until you find out later that Kid is like this big adventurer. And they're the playing witches. All the Pokemon are playing in the attic, and the Kid summons two Weavile to attack Mew, and like one like keeps on Pikachu is he keeps on dodging, but Pikachu is helping out Mew using its lightning. Meowth ends up in the mix as well, and Max falls on because he sees Munchlax going up there, so he follows him up there, and Max sees that the Mew and teleports Meowth and Pikachu out, and they teleport like out on the roof, and One day leads to another that Pikachu gets like I think he got like knocked out or worn out. So Mew transforms into a Pidgeot and takes Pikachu and Meowth to its place at is at the tree at the beginning. So Max tells well, not before that, during the whole ceremony thing, the ball I guess I should say. Ash hears Lucario's voice again. Then Lucario comes out of the staff, and he doesn't know what's going on, and he mistakes Ash as Sir Aaron, but tells him that he's not, and he doesn't know. He knows that things have been different because he's been in that thing for centuries. So it takes a little bit getting used to because the whole thing is like paternal to some museum because he's walking and he thinks everything's been changed a bit. Even the new queen who looks like the first queen. I think her name is Lady Eileen or Eileen, I think it is. That looks exactly like the previous queen and explains that he's been asleep for a long time. So the war was like all over and this and that and everything's been at peace since. So he has a little time adjusting to him being in the modern times. And then Max comes in and tells him about Mew, and tells him where and the queen knows that where he took them is at the tree at the beginning. So he's gonna go. Ash is gonna go and say, of course, get his friend because you know how Ash was another to save Pikachu, of course. And then with Team Rocket knows that Meowth has been taken as well. So Kid, which Brock knows who she is. Like she's just like this big adventurer who's been like all over the place. So they're all gonna go. They go in her truck, and Team Rocket, Jesse and James, they're hiding in the trunk the whole time. And then when they stop, they meet a Bonsly. Starts to take Brock's food. You know, Bonsly is the pre-evolved form of Sudowoodo. And which, of course, that Bonsly goes along with them for the ride, of course. And when they stop at a hot spring, and Ash explains how I think it wasn't the hot spring. It was like the night before that. Ash explains how Pikachu remains such good friends. Like even gives us a flashback from the very first episode, how he was attacked by the Spearow and Pikachu saved him. So it was like nice to see like the flashback from that episode, from the very first episode. But Lucario believes that he doesn't trust. He doesn't trust humans, and he believes that Pikachu will desert you because think of what happened to him. Like he thinks that Sir Aaron like betrayed him and deserted him. He thinks that Pikachu will do the same to Ash, and Ash gets mad at that and thinks that it's not true. You take that back, and he like goes and tackles Lucario into this river, and Lucario is still upset over that, and so is Ash because over all the things he said. But then later, Max tries to talk to him, like giving him give him some chocolate. And he thinks because he's never had chocolate before, and he likes that. He likes the chocolate. And then when they're on as they're continuing on the path, they stop by because they see what is well, no, when they're in the hot spring, Ash thing, what was that, he was climbing up. I forget what happened this part here, but he finds up what it was like a flower, but realizes it's called a time flower, which allows to see what happened in the past. Like when they first he had this one flower, he touched it, and it shows how he fell back in the hot spring, and then they come to another time flower, and Lucario touches it, and it shows a pass from the battle. But first, he starts using his what was that attack? Forget what his orb attack. I think it was because he's seen because he think that battle was real, but it's not really. Not. It was just a vision from the past, and as they continue, then they come across well, actually, well, getting too far though. But what happens with Pikachu and Meowth is they take to where Mew's home is, and he has all those bunch of toys that he takes, and like, cause like the Queen and the people know that Mew comes down and takes toys, and Mew just wants to play, and which I don't think it's not the same Mew from the first movie. I think it's like a different Mew because it's literally explained with this Mew is connected to this tree at the beginning later on. So that it shows at least another that that Mew just wants to play with them, but Pikachu wants to get back to Ash though. And then continuing on as they continue, they get attacked. The gang gets attacked by a Regirock, one of those three from the show, in which they counter the other two. The Regirock, then there's a Regice, and then there's the Registeel. Because they think they're intruders, and they're running into the tunnels, and then with Kid, she sends out all these things, to look all inside, because they're underneath the tree, and you see all these Pokemon living in it. Like even some prehistoric ones, like some Aerodactyl and Ammonite, Amistar, and some. I forgot what these other prehistoric ones. One looks like a plant. One's like I forgot what those other ones were called. It was like I forget though. But yeah, you see even some prehistoric Pokemon. You see some Altaria and among others. And then as they're moving, they see all these yellow or these orange things, which the guy who Kid talks to, Banks, is like they're he explains that this tree is like a big ecosystem, and it's like it's alive, and these orange things that attacking them, it's like blood vessels or blood cells. That's what it is, blood cells. Thinking like this, like they're infections. It's only attacking humans, but not Pokemon. So first attacks Jessie, sucks her down, and then attacks James and tells Cacnea and Chimecho to save themselves. And as they keep on running, they split up. But then Max, May, and Brock they get devoured in, and letting all their Pokemon out to save themselves as well. And as they see them begin sucked down, so Kid is running with Ash, and they meet up with because Ash is running, and he hears Pikachu, sees him, he's running towards him. Eventually they get reunited, but Kid and Ash also get attacked by those blood cells, I'll just say, and they get sucked down, and Pikachu is trying to pull them out, and it says goodbye, I love you, and Pikachu then starts crying, and all his Pokemon start crying as well, and Mew uses his powers, with the bonding with the tree at the beginning, and uses his powers to bring all of them back. But at the same time, though, which I was also thinking that I think this is also another way with these anti things. I thought it was like I always thought Rob was somewhat creepy with these things. How they just suck them up like like blobs. Just sucking them in. And I think I don't know. I'm gonna think it. I was pretty sure. I think by sucking them down, I think they kill them. I think. Because I always thought that was like sort of kind of a creepy thing with these blood cells, what that guy Banks calls them. Um, yeah, I was like, okay, this is like sort of a weird way, if it sucks them all in, maybe what kills them, but thanks to Mew, uses his powers to bring them back. So, but doing so is Mew is so because the tree and Mew are one, so everything's beginning to fall apart. And also one other thing I forgot to mention this part, because as they were running away from the cells, Lucario has this thing, this sense, I forgot to mention this part. Lucario has this thing, like a sense of like in the beginning he sensed like that from distances to see where the two armies were. You can see from far away distances, see where they're coming from. I just forgot to mention this one part. I was like kind of, well, that was funny though, but I was like, okay. He has this thing to sense. He has this thing that a sense will work because it's his aura, But he didn't, because they're also not only they're running from those blood cells, but they are still being chased by the Regid Steel, Regid Ice, and Regid Rock. As they're running to this one part of the tunnel, Lucario gets caught by Registeel and is like, okay, why didn't you just see that coming? Because he has this power to see things from distances, but I guess it was like hiding it behind this crystal. I guess he couldn't see that behind it. I don't know why. Just that one little nitpick right there, that one little scene is okay. I'm sure he had those power to see things coming though, but I guess he didn't see Registeel coming and grab him, and that's before the kid and Ash were sucked in by those things. I don't know. I just want to bring up. That one little scene right there because it's saying, okay, he has the power like with his aura to see all these things from great distances from the beginning. But he didn't see that thing coming right in front of him. But I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's some. Maybe it only works from. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. Just by describing it though. But I always try the best I can. So. But getting back to that though, but after what Mew did, the tree is becoming sick, and so is he. It's dying, and the whole thing starts to collapse. But as they get to Mew takes him to the source or the heart, and Lucario sees Aaron in this crystal, and he has this he sees him inside, and he has the time flower, and it shows him what Aaron has done, and says, he uses his aura with Mew to bring peace and restore everything, and therefore he sacrificed himself, and it's becoming crystallized inside, and now Lucario sees that he didn't betray him. He did it for a worthy cause because he didn't want. Is it because he sealed him up because he would have followed him and he would end up suffering the same fate as him. That's why. And that they know that he did sacrifice himself as a hero. But apparently doesn't matter because the whole thing is collapsing. The only way to do it is for the aura. Like if Lucario does the same thing what Aaron did in the vision, what he did. So he has to do the same thing with Mew. But Ash, because the whole thing, because also this whole thing is that it said that Ash, has the same thing with him. What he does with Pikachu with the aura, That's like he apparently has the same aura with Aaron. So he puts on his gloves and tries to do the same thing, and it is working. But Lucario pushes him aside and he has to do it on his own. But in the process, he gives his life up as well. And it works. The whole thing is restored. The tree at the beginning is restored. Throat's getting a little dry. Talking so much, my throat's getting dry. But yeah, as I was saying, he does gives himself up, but as the whole thing as he's about to disappear, he has the time. He reaches one last time flower to see that that Aaron. It says Aaron telling Lucario, you'll this will always be his friend. Because he also taught Lucario how to use the aura as well, and I forgives him what he did, and he has no regrets about it. And Lucario is also crying as well, seeing his best friend, before he's gone. And after that, Lucario says, he thanks Ash for everything, and hopefully you and Pikachu will never separate, because that's what he tells him before, while they're being chased as well. But after that, Lucario then, you could say he dies, though, but he vanishes along with Aaron's body, and as they go, I guess they'll go up into the heavens, I should say, because they all, they, what is that? It was like what was it? It was like one of the ending with Pokemon 3 with Entei. Well, I know he was created from the dream though, but it's like how the way he disappeared. It's like that though. I don't know how I found the words to describe those, how the way they disappear like that. I just say vanishes or disappear. I don't know, but yeah. So everything they meet with the rest. Meowth reunites with Jesse and James. And Lucario, until they said that Ash tells them that Lucario is with a friend, which is Aaron. And that's the end of it. And then once again, as the credits roll, Ash says goodbye to everyone. They all say goodbye to Kid, and then as they get back to the castle, they see because earlier during the whole ball, they see the picture of Aaron holding the staff like this. But as it returns, and now it shows Aaron and Lucario there. Because Lucario was not there at the beginning with the picture of Aaron, but now, since Lucario did the same thing what Aaron did, he's now in that picture as well. And then they say goodbye to Kid, and then they continue on their journey. And also, you see a brief appearance as with Kid, and somewhere else, they actually meet with Butler and Diane from Jirachi Wishmaker, as they're someplace else. You see them, as Kid talking with Banks, and then you see them, right here. So yeah, you get a little cameo appearance from Butler and Diane from Jirachi Wishmaker. And then you see one other thing though. What Ash says, that as I tell with but what happened with Lucario says but he isn't gone. His aura is with me, because like I said, aura had the same kind of. He had the same aura that Aaron had, and that's what he says. He isn't gone. His aura is with me. And then it's when the credits roll. And you see that you see Aaron with Lucario, and Aaron's actually I guess you could say in the heavens, but it's on Earth as well, because you see the castle as well, or I should say ghosts, whatever. And Aaron is eating some chocolate as well. So. And then it shows with them Ash and his friends continuing on their journey as well, so, as usual. So yeah, Lucario, and the Mystery of Mew. Oh, and also, by the way, as credits roll, Bondslide, that was with them along with the journey as well, is now with Mew as well, showing as the credits are going. So yeah. So Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, I really do enjoy this one. It's definitely one of my favorite of the direct-to-video sequels, and one of my favorite Pokemon as well. Because I like Lucario. It looks like a badass looking Pokemon. Definitely one of my favorites. But I really do enjoy this one, and definitely is one of my favorites of the direct-to-video films so far. So, I mean, I like the previous two ones though, but this one is definitely is one of my favorites, and I really do enjoy this one. And like I said, I like some of the creepy things to do with the blood cells, how they just consume all of them. He gets to indicate, I guess they killed them though, but thanks to Mew when he uses power to restore them, so brought them back, whatever. But I really do enjoy this one. I thought it's another good Pokemon movie, and definitely does. I would say definitely does deserve the 80% on Rotten Tomatoes and the 7.1 on IMDb. It's still the highest. It's like I said before. It's when with each direct video film, the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes keeps going higher and higher. And this one currently has an 80% Rotten Tomatoes, and the highest one so far on IMDb is 7.1. So. And then get into the next one, the Temple of the Sea. So I think that's like the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. I believe that's with Ash with May and Max. Then they get in with after that we start getting to the Diamond and Pearl movie series. So, but this one I really do enjoy this one. It's definitely, like I said, I said it before, I said it again, it's definitely one of my favorite direct-to-video sequels. Definitely say that. I just don't know more I could say about this one, so yeah. And but I think I'll have to wait on the next one because this one came with a special as well for the 10th anniversary, and this one the Mastermind of Mirage Pokemon. So yeah, this one I'll be reviewing next. So yeah. So hope you enjoy this one, Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Then stay tuned for the next review of this one, which it's not gonna be long. I think it's like an hour special. So, but yeah, I think I'll review this one. So, and then after that we'll get to the next one, the Temple of the Sea. So, but yeah, and also it made forgot to mention, and it's also, like I said, it's not that long of a movie. No, it wasn't. I think it's one of the much more longer ones, like a little over an hour and a half. So yeah, definitely I think it's much more of the longer ones of this of the movies. So because usually all the ones I review are usually like about an hour and 15 minutes at most, or 80-some minutes. But this one was like the longest one so far. This one's like 100 minutes at most. So, and it made about 37 million in Japan. I think it's like one of the higher ones from the direct-to-video movies, so. But yeah, I enjoy this one. It's definitely one of my favorite ones. Hopefully, maybe some people can agree on that one, though, but yeah. So yeah. Badass looking Pokemon. He's definitely one of my favorite Pokemons. That's one of the reasons why I enjoy this one a lot more. Yeah, definitely my top 5 favorite Pokemon, Lucario. But yeah, that's my review for Pokemon, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. It was also nice to see Mew in there as well. Yeah, I don't think it's not the same Mew from the first movie. Yeah. Because this one, let's say this one's bonded with the tree at the beginning. So this one's like it's bonded. So yeah, I don't think it's not the same Mew. I just want to point out though, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think it's not the same Mew. But regardless, it was nice to see Mew in it. Just anything for the first movie, But anyway, that's my review for this one. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my review of this one, Mastermind of the Mirage Pokemon. Later. And also one other thing, if you already noticed, I have my poster for Deep Blue Sea hung up there. I said I would hang it up, so now there it is, right there. Probably you couldn't see, most likely because my head's in the way. That's why. But yeah. But anyway, hope you enjoy this review of this one. So, and stay tuned on the next one. Later.